dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it away first. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Clemson's offense will be first on the attack. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And David, it's something that coaches are always harping on, but this is one of those games.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Finds a little bit of space. He'll get 3 out to the 15.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The short hand, it's Harris. Out of bounds at the 28-yard line and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Clemson ready to go back to work with another first down. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll try the left side. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Pressure coming. Plows through the defense. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Yellow Jackets offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position. When you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads, showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. They'll pick you apart like he did last week.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Give to the back. Breaks into the open. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. The Yellow Jackets, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice.
Heading to the end zone. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Off play action on first down. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. Clemson jumps to the line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them, because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
They'll run the counter. Oh, man, look out! We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, getting a chance to show what you're about so you finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. At the 35, he's got room. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. Makes it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
I like the adjustments from this offense from first possession to second. Like, first possession, you could tell maybe a little bit nervous. Maybe just not starting the way they wanted to. Didn't script the plays, but now putting a good drive together. A good response from punting last drive.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain as they get set to snap it. Time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted.
I love the defense's approach on this drive. They didn't panic. They gave up some yards, but what did they do? They forced a third down, a predictable situation, played great discipline, broke on the football, and forced the big interception.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Georgia Tech has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's a big-time play on the D-line right there. And listen, you know, they've had a lot of NFL guys in recent years up front. William the Fridge Perry, old-school Clemson great on the D-line. He'd be proud of watching that performance on that last play. This guy right here, man, sometimes he just looks like a throwback.
From midfield, looking for room. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. The Tigers with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. Makes his man miss. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. And the Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. They're working that left side. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll run the toss. They tried to turn the corner on him, but the defense was ready, and they knock him down for a loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Clemson! Fit in the window for the score. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, you know, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on 2nd down, no problem for them.
Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. To the air, it's Worthy. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got a chance. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Clemson.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Nebraska is just boat racing them right now, thanks to an offense that's putting up video game numbers. They're up 14 over Michigan. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
How about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Now on the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense is very lucky to keep possession on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming.
Oh, it's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Makes the grab close to the logo. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. He'll start this drive firing. Unloads to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out of the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set. Make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on. And I think you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus.
By the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Creates.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Well, you got to know as a quarterback, when you're in an empty set, which means you have no running backs in the backfield with you, you got to be able to get rid of the football. And you're expecting pressure. The clock's going to go off in your head. Not a good job of keeping 2 hands on the football, and the defense able to knock it loose.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Let's see what Clemson comes up with on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to barrel in. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Now the play fake. He is brought down and sacked. That is not the offense's ideal way to finish up the half, but we'll head to the locker room. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's already put one free spot on the board. He'll try another one from 25 yards out. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. Clemson will kick this deep to get the 2nd half underway. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Fires to the right. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Beneath the shadow of Howard's rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. To the air, it's Worthy. A strike downfield. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one. And the Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Snagged in the middle. It's Harvin. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Yellow Jackets are on the move.
And after that long completion for the 1st down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20. Going right to work up top. Punts it out of the air. Getting behind those pads and behind a stiff arm to get it out to the 27. The Tigers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll try the run. Collisions and power on display, and after all of that, just back to the line of scrimmage. Now looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 26. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 3rd down play from the gun. He's got him in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. To the air. It's Worthy. He lets one fly deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, they're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on...
And they get to him and sack the